Hello everyone, welcome to the course. And the thing which we are going to discuss in this course is web services. I think we can simply call it as an REST APIs. Okay, so in the current industry, the one of the trending topic is REST APIs because it doesn't have any technical, technology oriented. You can write the REST API in all different programming languages. The one which you are going to use it is Java. Okay, so this is what we are going to discuss today. What is REST API and why we are using REST APIs and how it is going to work, and what is the difference between the traditional web services and the REST web services. Okay, so let's see some important points about the REST API, why we are using the REST APIs. Okay, so give me a minute, guys. Okay, just take out the points. Okay, so what is REST? REST represents representational state transfer. And API, we all know that API is application programming interface. Okay, so what is the important thing about RESTful services? Why can't we handle it in the non-traditional way? In the traditional SOAP service, it will only support the XML format. Okay, but when you go for the REST API, we have a different kind of supportivity like XML, JSON. Not only that, and we have a different kind of formats. I just have some list of documents which is supported. XML is supported in SCAPI and JSON supported in SQL format, CSV and PDF and YAML. Not only this is just the list of items which is mostly used. Okay, so RESTful web services are basically architectural based web services. Okay, because in traditional way we have one service, it will deploy it will be deployed into a server, and client has to request to the server for different operations, everything deployed in the same place, and we have to call different APIs. Here also instead of services, we are calling them as a resources here. Okay, and to compare it to the traditional SOAP and REST API it's very lightweight component, and it is scalable and easy to maintainable. Okay, and there is no strict specifications rules like a SOAP, because when you're using the SOAP, right, you need to have some basic structure, like you need to have a SOAP envelope, and it has to have the header section and the body. Inside the body you need to have the parameters or the XML nodes. So based on the XML schema. Okay, so all the web service, I meant to say that traditional web service is all based on the schema based. I mean some based on some XST. It will be looks like this. Okay, so under schema we have a different complex type, and each complex type has its own elements in it. So this all together combined as a traditional web service. That's nothing but SOAP. Okay. Um, okay, so how the client communication is happening? Okay, let me take a simple example. Okay, so I have a client here and I have a server here. So let's take this is a client and this is my server, and I have a database here. Okay, and here is my middleware. Okay, so the client will request to the server, and server is doing some business logic in different languages. For example, it will be developed in Java, .NET, and PHP. Okay, so once we hit the request, it will reach to the server and it will fetch the information from the database. Okay, and compose the response and send back to the client as a response. This is my request and this is my response. Okay, so how exactly it is? So in the traditional web services, We'll make a request and we'll get the response only in XML format, nothing else. Okay, so if you want to convert your response into some different formats, you need to write a additional logic to convert those data into a different kind of data. Okay, so the client can be written in any language and server can be written in any language, and the business logic, it can be written on any programming language. And DB, it's again our business defined or user defined. You can take any kind of databases like Oracle, SQL, MySQL, or no database, no SQL database, and other stuff. Okay, so how the JSON looks like, because we all know how the XML looks like, but I just want to know how the JSON also looks like. Okay, I have a service. Okay, see, this is the REST API sample URL. Okay, I'm going to hit it. See, this is what the response. It's a JSON, it's nothing but it's a kind of key value pair. Everything has a key and it is a value. Okay, and this is the parameter or inputs is passed to the APIs. You can modify the input and you will get the different outcomes. Okay, so now we are getting as a JSON response. You can get it as a XML as well. Okay, and what else there in the REST? Here, as I mentioned, it will support different formats like HTML, XML, JSON, and everything. And another important thing, you don't need the heavy bandwidth to run the REST API services, unlike SOAP. If you're running a SOAP web service, you need to have a minimum bandwidth or maximum bandwidth. You cannot run a SOAP service with a very low level bandwidth, but you can do it in the REST API. And nowadays, REST is more preferred than SOAP UI. Okay, so in this particular course, we are going to discuss about this REST API, how we are going to create the REST API, and how the resources created, and how we are going to pass the information, and most importantly, how we can perform the CRUD operation. Okay, so you can reach out to me at any point of time. Okay, you can use Udemy Q&A section, and if you want to send me a message personally, you can use the Udemy messaging tool to send a private message to me. Okay, so I'll be there to help you guys, and let's go to the course. Okay, I'll explain each and everything in detailed way. Okay, let's meet in the next video, probably the introduction of the REST APIs. Thank you.